going already. I mean, this Friday is going to be the last Friday for the month of January of 2026. Oopsie. And yes, this Friday will just come and go, and you will not see another January 2026 again. Chai. And then we'll be looking forward to February in just a matter of days or hours, if you like. But anyways, whilst we are going to be ushering in the February month, what a way to enter into February. That's right. After today, tomorrow, then you already know now it's the first of February 2026. Look, I'm going to be celebrating every month as we close it, as we begin, as we close. Congratulations to us. We made it through January. Ooh. Yeah, I know a lot of people be questioning me, UD. So the month of January, we have not ended this month up until now. Oh yeah, but don't worry. Everything that has a beginning, they say, it gets to an end too. But yeah, let's go into something that might indeed worry you a little bit. Just a little bit. Something that will worry you a little bit. Now, there is something that happened in somewhere in Kurudu. That's right, Kurudu in Abuja right here. That's right, this one really happened, and this one indeed is why I want to have this conversation with you, because the person affected actually contacted the station via the email now, right? At Eagles FM Abuja, right? That's the email. So they contacted us, and he contacted us rather. It's a he, that's right. And he says, UD, maybe you will have to talk about this, because I am between the devil and the deep blue sea. I'm in a state of quagmire. I'm in a state of uncertainty. I don't even know what my fate is, because tomorrow is the D-Day. Oh, I'm leaving you in suspense, right? Okay, so it is a sad story that unfolded in the Kurudu district in Abuja, where a widow who has been collecting money from people to save for them is now in trouble. Now, you guys know what they call the ajo. You know ajo, right? Yoruba call it ajo, right? Where you just, somebody will always come to your business place or comes to your doorstep and knocks on the door, and then you guys have had an agreement that, okay, you'll be saving 1,000 naira every day, stuff like that. Then they'll tick it in the card. You buy the card actually, then they tick it for you and say, okay, you paid today, tomorrow you've paid, just like that, and you just keep saving the money like that. Yeah. So that's what it is. So she is in trouble. This widow is in trouble for collecting monies from people to save for them. Well, that's not really why she is in trouble. Now, one of her customers, a man, came to her house. Now, I'm withholding the name of this person. You understand what I'm saying, yeah? He wants anonymity. He wants to be anonymous, so it's fine. It's okay. I'm withholding his name. Now, one of the customers, who's a man, came to her house very upset after months, or weeks rather, of trying to locate her. Now, this man says to me, I have been saving money with this woman since November 2024. And it's supposed to be given back to me in December of 2025. So since November, we're supposed to collect the money in December of 2025. Now, he needs the money now. In February 2026, for a big project. It says, tomorrow is the day he's supposed to show accountability for defense of this project. So that when January hits like this, and January comes, he is hitting the ground, probably flying, not just running. So he says the problem is the widow doesn't seem to remember anything about the money. Now, she's been sick, and her daughter say she's not been well for over a week. She's confused and doesn't know what's going on around her. So this man is very angry, and he wants his money back. He says he'll call the police if he doesn't get it. Now, have you ever been in that situation of expectation? You know, you're saving towards a certain course. You've had expectations. Somebody recommended him, actually, from what he told me. Somebody recommended him to the woman, saying, oh, she's credible. And he also says partly what informed his saving outside of the bank is because of the high taxing. They remove this money from this, they remove 50 naira, they remove this one, they just keep removing. And they're not adding anything. So he decides that, you know what, I'll just take it away from the bank. I'll save this one instead, like this. So he does save it in this manner. Based on credible recommendation, though. So let's not forget that part. There was a credible recommendation that went down. So this man became so convinced, beyond reasonable doubt, and says, you know what, I'll just save with her. Now, the time has come for him to collect the money back. He needs to use it for a project in February. And now there is a story, there's a backstory to it. Do you understand? Now, this woman too, this widow, she also has her own problems. She's the breadwinner of the family ever since her husband passed on 13 years ago, when her daughters were still 5 and 7 years old, respectively. That's to show you how deeply the story is. I had to just try and see how I can, maintain a phone call conversation with the neighbor. So I'm omitting the man's name. I said it before. And this is where the man is. And he's asking just one pertinent question. Or a couple of questions, actually. He's saying, what should I do? Because I think I've had it up to my limits. I've even gone past my limits. What should I do now? She's in her mid or late 50s. From what he says, it says from what he sees, she's in her late 50s and early 60s. Late 50s, early 60s. 13 years ago, she lost her husband. The children were like 5 and 7 respectively in terms of their ages. What